I want to talk about the stock valuation in manufacturing business, commonly referred to as trading stock valuation. Now, it is important for manufacturer business to value the correct amount of stock on hand for legal and tax compliance purpose. But more importantly, a good stock valuation system provides confidence and clarity to the business in managing its working capital to be able to achieve a better financial outcome. But first, let's take a quick look of the framework in which the stock valuation is regulated for legal and tax compliance purpose. We've got legislation that provides a general guidance on the stock valuation, as well as ATO, which is taking more of a practical approach to educate the taxpayer on the stock valuation in the real world cases. Obviously, we've got the AASB, which is written for the accountant, that provides a methodology in the stock valuation to meet the profession and the quality standard. Without getting too complicated and academic, I'm going to use the cupcake case to illustrate how stock valuation works in the real world. Right, let's say we've got 10,000 cupcakes stored in the factory warehouse and we want to know its value. How do we do it? Well, Section 70-45 of the Income Tax Act does say you can value the trading stock based on its cost. And further to that, the ATO says any change to the trading stock values does have a tax implication at the financial year end. So the question now is, what is included in the cost of a cupcake? Well, the WSB 102 elaborate more in details, and it does say cost of raw materials such as flour, the wages you pay to chef to make the cupcake, as well as other overheads costs such as rent, water, electricity, should be all included in the cost of a cupcake. But there's still one question remaining. How are we going to capture and measure these data? Well, this is when the inventory management system comes into play. Depending on the methodology business is adopting, a good inventory management system should be able to accommodate business needs to capture, measure, and calculate the stock value. Now, in the cupcake scenario, the cost of raw materials, labor, and overheads are all stored in a separate database before they get extracted to calculate the stock value. Now come to tax time. Business is going to rely on the stock management system to provide an accurate and reliable stock on hand information, whereas the day-to-day operation needed as a leading indicator to manage working capital and material planning.